Alrighty, hello everybody and welcome back to the campus of Lubbock Christian University. My name is Landon Parrish and I'm joined by Asa Bean. Asa,
the one and only Biggie Bean in my beanie today.
The Bean with the beanie.
That's right. That's right.
We've got a good game going on tonight. Currently, the Plus team is still competing. Actually, last update we had, it was 1-1. LCU did take the second one by 3 stocks, I believe, is what I was told. And then we've got the premier game about to go on right now, going up against Blinn, an opponent that LCU has seen in a few games. Very good program. So excited to see how that goes and excited to get this thing going. First of all, going to start off with the verse of the stream, and it comes from Hebrews 12:1. And it says, therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us also lay aside every weight and sin which clings so closely, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us. I don't know about you guys, but it's been a long Thursday, and I need a little bit of a pick-me-up, and that one's a good one, and a good reminder to keep going and run the race with endurance, as it says. So,
and you know what, Landon? You know what always gives me a pick-me-up?
What's that?
Townsend Pump Services.
Go.
You need them. You got them. Call 806-794-3993 for all your water well service needs and repair needs. Remember, water is life, and go Shaps.
Heck yeah. We really appreciate our sponsors, and they couldn't do a lot of the stuff that we do without them, so we really appreciate Townsend Pumps. Y'all go check them out as well. Got Jackson in the chat. How's it going? I was not at the Plus game. I have a horrible migraine at the moment, and it's working on going away at the moment. It's not quite there, but it will get there eventually, and we'll be rocking and rolling in this thing. But got, like we said, LCU going up against Blinn. This is going to be a really good matchup. I don't know anything about Blinn or the characters that they play in Smash, so it's going to be a surprise to all of us. We can take some bets on who people are playing, all that fun stuff whenever we get a little bit closer. So we're excited to get this thing going, and I think pretty soon we'll see lobby creation, all that kind of fun stuff, and we should be underway here shortly. And hopefully,
I'll tell you what I want to see.
Oh, tell us.
Here's what I want to see. I'm on a bit of a Ganondorf kick right now. Last night, I was hanging out with the JV folks. Did a game of 52 Ganon pickup. Unlimited time, 52 stocks. Ganon versus Ganon, final destination. That took 46 minutes. But I won.
Hey, that's all that matters, is that you got the win.
That's what matters.
I appreciate everybody in the chat. Thank you for the prayers and everything. I'm happy to be here. It makes me feel better being here, and so we'll get this thing going. I don't know. I saw him. Oh yeah. Okay, we're creating the lobby, so we're getting there soon. We'll give y'all guys updates as we get updates for the Plus game. I'm sure we'll get one here pretty soon, and we'll let you know who wins that one and how it ended. So we'll get that going, but what we're here for right now is the premier game going up against Blinn, and I don't know about you, but last week was an incredible match, and I'm hoping maybe not that close, because that gets a little bit stressful when it gets that close, but an LCU win is the result that we're looking for nonetheless. And so both players are going to be
like we're just getting right into it.
Yeah, they're going to be hopping in, and it is going to be Trey starting things off for LCU on the signature link. Big play Trey stepping in the building. Looks like he's playing Hansuke. No, I'm kidding. It is the King K rule, though. Got the Aqua King K rule. And because of Hansuke, Trey knows this matchup very well. It's a character that Kevin liked to play a lot. And we'll see how this thing gets going.
I think, because we've got Trey Train coming in right off the bat, he is going to leave this station, and he is just going to steam right through everything. We're going to get some chugga chugga. We're going to get some choo choo. We're going to see the Trey Train pull through into the station.
There's going to be how many chuggas to be exact?
All right, it's going to be chugga chugga, chugga chugga, choo choo. You got 4 chuggas, 2 choo choos. It's just right.
I like that. That's moving at a good rhythm and starting quick. That's what we like to see.
It's not always just about the speed. You got to get into a rhythm. It's not just what can I do, what can I do, what can I do. It's all right, I can do this, wait for this, this is going to happen. All right.
And speaking of a rhythm, so far, Trey doing a good job getting this thing started. Only taking 12% of damage himself. Has this K Rool at 60. Doing a very good job of spacing the projectiles, all that fun stuff, and I guess weaving in the projectiles himself. You've got to worry about the crown from K Rool.
Wiggled out of that being grounded very fast.
Getting slammed into the ground is something that I would not believe to be very fun at all. And he did get out of it pretty quickly right there. As he's looking to grab the first stock of this thing, give LCU a lead here in the first round of things. As trying to get off to a quick start is LCU here today. That's something that they like to do. They like to get things going, get the lead early on, and put this thing away with as small of amount of stress as possible. And I cannot emphasize that enough because I don't know if I can take another game like last week. And I just could not be more genuine when I say that.
Yeah. It was really down to the wire last week.
It was, but it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch those close games and see the practice and the hard work for LCU pay off and to see them compete. But to only be able to sit here and watch is what makes it so stressful. Wow, does a good job throwing that boomerang, baiting him off the ledge, gets the bomb, and that will take the first stock away.
Getting
very
immediately
quickly
thrown down into the bottom.
Yeah, that
Not
was
gonna
a
have
quick
too much of a
spike.
lead. Yeah.
Nothing scarier than a crocodile following you off the edge and trying to slam you down into the abyss, which he did. But Trey answers right back, has him at 88, now 106%. Taking a good handle on this thing after the K Rool evened it up right off the bat. Trey's trying to get this thing right back onto his side. Arrow will hit, bomb gonna fall.
Ooh.
Doesn't
I
quite.
tell you, this K Rool is pretty good at not being caught off guard against the bombs as he gets launched off stage once again.
Yeah, Trey did a good job throwing that bomb down, baiting out the K Rool to move forward, and Trey just F-smashed, took the stock right there. Very well played right there from Trey, as he's now a stock ahead of this K Rool. Again, you'd love to see him get this stock if possible before losing one of his own and having a two-stock lead early in this thing. It's always good to have these leads early in the matches. It's not insurmountable if you fall down, but it's good to have the lead sometimes.
It is. I saw he didn't quite wiggle out in time out of that grounding, but he is getting K Rool very off stage.
Yeah,
Not
he did.
quite enough to get the KO.
He did get that F smash again. Didn't quite finish the stock this time. Does have him at a high percentage right now. Gonna try and do a play with that bomb again. Not gonna find anything with it in the dash attack. We'll take that one for K Rool.
Knocks
Answer
out
quickly.
the probability of a 2 lead, but a 1 lead is more than welcome.
100%. You'll take any lead that you get. This is the premier division in NACE. So these are the top teams in the country that LCU is competing with. And you'll take any lead that you can get. Trey, big play Trey, the Trey train, whatever you want to call him. Starting things off on the right foot. Very good stuff from him, as was never super dominant in that match, but was in control of it the whole time. He did a good job managing that, getting through it, and opening up the lead for LCU right here. Mm-hmm. And this is the situation. We talk about it every week because it's the most important part of the matches. This stock difference, this 1 stock difference, plays such a big role later on, as if Trey comes in here with his 1 stock that he's got left and he takes only 1 stock, he secures the lead for the next person that comes in. And then if you're Blinn, the reason it's so big, Blinn can tie the game, and it's just like that first one went even. Yeah. And if Blinn takes that first stock before Trey gets it, then we're back at 9 stocks apiece and putting in the second player for LCU, whoever that might be. So I mean, this is a really big match for both teams. You'd love to keep the lead, and Blinn would love to tie it up. So we'll see.
Big match makes you wonder, who are we gonna see?
I don't know. I know Jackson has been itching to see an Incineroar.
And we got one Last
Really?
match we did with plus people.
There was
it
an
was
Incineroar.
the fourth round. It was their last player in that first round. Got Mogert actually knocked him out.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what won them the first time.
Yeah, Incineroar is actually pretty scary, especially if he gets his revenge and everything. He can be a brute, and he can take a lot of damage himself. So, some people that I don't think I've ever seen played, somebody that I really want to see played that I don't think I'll ever see played is Olimar, and I don't think I'll ever see an Olimar.
I'd love to see an Olimar, but
It would be cool.
Such a little guy.
He's small, and the people who are good at Olimar are good, like it's scary. But if you're not really good at Olimar, then you're just trolling. Like there's no reason. All your little guys do different things, and you've got to know like what they do, all that fun stuff.
But I tell you, what I'm looking for, I'm gonna say it again. I'm looking for that Ganondorf.
The Ganondorf. You want to see the big sword?
I want to see. I want to see the sword and the magic, the warlock punch, and
there's nothing scarier than seeing the F smash charged up on a Ganondorf, ready to rain down on your forehead. It's always pretty terrifying.
We're not going to get Ganondorf, though. We're going to get a different purple guy. We're having purple Mario over here, dressed up like Waluigi. Didn't quite make it into Smash, but he will get his skin with this. So we see taken off. Hopefully, Trey can get this just one stock even off of Blinn here. Just secure the lead for the next person in as they SD get the taunt right into the game. Mario charging up his water cannon, the Flood, FLUDD, from Super Mario Sunshine on the Nintendo Wii.
For those of you who don't know, at the start of these games, if you see Trey, that little blue thing that comes at the end of it, I believe it's his F smash. Could be wrong with that, but I'm pretty sure it is. At 0%, he gets a little boomerang that flies out of the end of his sword, but that's only when he's at 0% on said stock. So you only get to see that at the very beginning, but if you've ever saw that and wondered what you were looking at, he does get that at 0%. So it's just a cool little thing that Link gets. There's a few pretty cool things that people do. Luigi doesn't, not Mario, but Luigi has a taunt that spikes on the ledge, and it's pretty cool.
Yes, he does. I would have loved to see that because ooh. All right, got the stock off of Mario, securing the lead already for the next person in the rotation. Let's see if he can get another one. But I was going to say, earlier we had Sean Looney Loondog, and he was playing Luigi, got 2 misfires in his first time around. I'm really excited to hear if he is going to get that taunt spike. That would be crazy to hear.
I think that would be the coolest thing that I could see. I know we saw Azil get the thwack and the whack and stuff like that. That was pretty cool. We had Ye getting the rests. Those were pretty cool. But I don't think you can. Good DI right there as Trey's able to make it back onto stage. We'll see if he's able to get another stock. And Trey gonna go down. Him and Mario both going down at the same time.
Was just a matter of who was gonna fall faster.
Mario
did beat him out. It looked, he almost fell to the bottom there, but still, we got a 1-stock lead on Blinn here as we move into our next player. Unlike Gavin, I'm not going to tell you who it is.
And that's really all you got to get, though. We talked about it. That 1 stock is so important because now you go in, only 2 stocks on the next person you're playing. Whoever comes in for LCU is going to have all 3 of their stocks, and you're going to be at the advantage there. And there is nothing that that they can do to put themselves back in the driver's seat other than, I guess, get those 3 stocks off. But it puts LCU in a very good position going forward. For whoever decides to step in, we don't know who that's going to be. We're not going to reveal any names. What we will do, though, we're going to take a quick break here on LCU Esports while we figure out who's next, what map they're going to, and we'll be back here in just a second.
Mm-hmm. Coming right back to you. Looks like we'll be getting into the game shortly. Someone's up to bat, but you don't get to know yet.
Yeah, still figuring out controls, all that kind of stuff. I think they've got map picked, all that good stuff. And we'll be underway here pretty quickly as, we cannot tell you guys, no matter what other people who may or may not play for this team did in the previous stream, doesn't mean we're going to make the same mistake. Anyway, y'all get to see soon. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'll give you a hint. It's Coach Hackett. He's playing on the Olimar.
Hackett.
We talked him into it. He will be competing.
Gonna be throwing out those Pikmin like crazy today.
Yeah.
Get hyped.
I know we weren't supposed to tell you guys, but I mean, y'all pressured us enough, so it is going to be Coach Hackett stepping in, and they're going to be playing
they just
on.
Picked a map. It was the Great Cave Offensive. Ooh, going to be hyped for that one.
They're playing. Actually, it's going to be Coach Hackett on Hyrule Castle, and it's going to be a good time.
We're going to see that little guy with the hog run up and drop the bomb. The bridge is going to blow up. It'll be great. It'll be the separation of Blinn and us. There will be no fighting for that 30-second period while the bridge gets built back up. But in all seriousness, it's time to get into the game as we see Gavin, our worm hero, with his little Dobby Lego figure, picking up his Rob. Today we're going to see the Mario SD once for that one-stock lead we have.
Speaking of exposing who we're playing, we'd like to welcome Worm Hero into the arena for no particular reason, obviously, but we'd like to welcome him to Pokemon Stadium, and we're gonna get this thing going here as he is going to have the one-stock lead here, and gonna try and get something going here, build up a lead for LCU.
Taking an initial beating there, Mario picked up his gyro.
You know, Mario doesn't look like a guy who can hit very hard, but he's kind of the jack of all trades. He's good at everything.
Oh, yeah. He can pull out the stops, too. With his little yellow flash there, he can swat your laser right back at you if he gets the right timing.
Turn you around, shoot water at you, throw fire. I mean, he basically is Avatar.
Yeah.
I mean, he does all of it.
He'll knock the coins right out of you.
Is this Mario doing a really good job right now, not allowing Worm to get anything going? Every time he's gotten in the face of Worm, he's done a good job of keeping him turned away and getting things going his way. But we're seeing a little bit of a turnaround right now from Worm Hero, or an attempt to turn things around now, as both players still at a relatively high percentage. And with that up smash, nearly going to take the stock. Kind of a nasty combo right there as Worm just decided, I'm gonna stop what's going on right now. He has had all of it going here recently. And that's gonna take the stock. The up smash will do it right there.
Up two. I'd love to see Gavin take this last stock without losing one, but he is up 134.5%. That is pretty deadly.
He's going to try and start this combo. He nearly had it a second ago. He is absolutely reading this Mario to perfection right now. Going to get the plants. Oh, tried to read it. Didn't quite get there, but does have this Mario at 121%. Not totally sure what just happened right there, but did get a little bit more damage out right there on the ledge.
Almost got the Mario back at even higher than he is.
And that's there it is. Wow.
Gavin up 3-0, showing us his little Dobby.
What a performance.
Let's
right
see if
there
he does
from
any
Worm
moves.
Hero.
Ooh.
Absolutely.
Nah, just cleaning up his shirt. Ooh.
Absolutely dominant after falling down early. I think he was up to 80, 90% with the Mario only at 30% in his first stock. Was able to take that first stock, work into the second stock. And now LCU opens up a 9-6 lead.
And that right there is why he's called the Worm Hero.
Yeah, that was really, really impressive stuff from him. Yeah, Yeah, I mean, as good as you could ask for. LCU now with a 3-stock advantage here in this one, and playing with house money at the moment. They really took a pretty dominant step forward. Those 2 stocks were very big, and now, not that it's going to happen, but Gavin can go out there, get 3 stocked, and we're back to even. And
Could be.
I don't know that I've ever seen. I'm not going to say it. It's not going to come out of my mouth. I'm not going to jinx it. I'll mention it afterwards. Just don't forget to remind me, everybody in the chat, and I'll tell you what I was going to say. But I'm not jinxing us. Not today. I'm not going to make that mistake. As I think they're going through bans, all that kind of fun stuff.
Ooh, looks like they're actually subbing out players. We are going to see Coach Hackett come on in.
That is impressive. I thought we were going to see him at the start of this one.
I really thought
but
so, too.
I think we were a little bit bamboozled. I think they meant he was going to come after Worm Hero.
Yeah,
so
just needed him to clean up those last 2.
Right, yeah. So now they're going to forfeit the 3 stocks from Worm Hero. Coach Hackett's going to step in, only have 1 stock remaining. It has to be at max percentage, and we're going to see Coach Hackett win the game for him.
Clean up.
Can't even get hit once. It's going to be the coolest thing you guys have ever seen. Going to pull out the cool controller that he's got. It's going to be a good time.
We've
Y'all are
seen
in for a
Spritzy
treat.
12 stock. We've seen Worm 12 stock. Now it's time for Coach to get 9.
At one, only at max percentage with only 1 stock.
Playing Olimar.
Playing Olimar. Oh, I think that would be.
That would be quite the spectacle.
Lucina is super strong. I have seen Coach Hackett's Lucina. It is very good. He went through a stage where he was trying to find who he was going to main, and he got good at quite a few characters actually, and he really got a lot better. But when you've got teachers such as Trey, Worm, Tiki, Yay, all those guys, it's not hard to get pretty good at the game. They do a good job.
Someone I've never seen in competitive play before. We're going to have the Sephiroth coming out from Final Fantasy as Worm Hero is just jamming out in the little screen there. Popping right into a Kingdom Hearts stage.
Sephiroth is actually really cool. All the DLC characters are pretty cool. And definitely not broken at all. None of the DLC characters.
None of them, especially not one whose name starts with S and ends with Teve.
Yeah, definitely not Microsoft S Eve.
Whoa. Looks like Sephiroth just fell off there. Don't know
you will
what
take that. If
game
you
plan
are
is,
Worm,
yeah,
100% going to take that. That's been probably 60% of the damage done to Worm Hero so far is those 2 counters. Just absolutely doing work at the moment. See if we can get anything. Yeah, Sephiroth is obviously strong, but it does take a little bit. Like you have to know what's going on. And that sword is just absolutely massive. I don't know why anybody needs a sword that big. I definitely I couldn't swing that thing. Look at that.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, and it just absolutely did work on Worm Hero right there. Did end up taking the stock. And he's just Sephiroth is just a methodical character. He doesn't do anything super crazy. He'll just hit you with something out of nowhere, and you'll be like, okay,
yeah,
this is how the game works, I suppose.
And that is how the one-winged angel just kind of likes to roll. Comes in, swings from 3 miles away. Gonna get you all the way from Portales, New Mexico, here in Lubbock. Ooh, getting launched off stage once again. Let's see if we can have Worm Hero catch this last stock, still be up 2, moving into their next player.
Yeah, Worm Hero in firm control of this one for LCU, as they are now up 4 stocks over Blinn at the moment, threatening to move on to their last player with 2 stocks left himself, as he's got this Sephiroth now to 87%. Counter, that's something that I've seen a lot. The Sephiroth backs up, waits for Worm to approach, throws out counters, and I think Worm has realized that as he's baited it out a few times. Now, that's going to do it.
Let's see if he does a little dance. Oh, ooh, oh.
He is going to step to the side. He's going to be
pushing up.
Yeah, you can see him a little bit in the background right there, getting the workout in.
He's getting ready for it. He's getting ready for this last character that they're going to have coming up. What are we thinking, folks? What are we thinking? Get in the chat. Tell us what you think.
I'm gonna make a guess, and I'm gonna guess 2 characters actually, because my thought is I think we're gonna see Joker, because I love Joker and Joker is very good.
Oh yeah.
And then, but what I really think we're gonna see is going to be Lucario, and I think that's gonna be another one that you really don't see very often played in NACE.
A lot of characters coming out of Blinn that you just don't see a lot of, which is why I am hyped for a Ganondorf.
Let's see what. Let's find a Chat GPT. Let's see who Chat GPT thinks we're gonna be playing up against. Let me get it.
We'll have to send your messages over to him that if he does get these last 3, he's got to do the worm. He has to. He has to. 9 out of 12, he's got to do the worm. Come on. We all know Gavin. We know he wants to. He's going to get schmoving with it.
He definitely will. As my voice is trying to fall apart at the moment.
I know Gavin. I know my birthday buddy. I know he loves to have a good time. He likes to get up and jump around. He's a very, very energetic person. I tell you that. And Rob is just such a spectacular pick for him. I'm going to say it because Rob has all those big flashy moves that because he is a robot, he can just pop out of nowhere. Lasers, gyros, whatever that spinning punch is called, rockets, you name it.
All right, Chat GPT is about to tell me once I go through all of the millions of protocols that I have to go through. Apparently,
they have to make sure you're not a robot. It's like CAPTCHAs.
But I am. I'm Rob.
Yeah. The robotic operating buddy, all the way from the NES era.
Okay. Let's see. Oops. Let's see. Okay. Boom. Let's ask it. Who is Blinn going to play in Super Smash Bros. Next?
Looks like Trey just showed Gavin that he's got to do the worm.
All right. Here we go. It's thinking. We'll see if it gets it right. No, I don't think that's gonna be it.
It's not gonna be Mario.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you again.
Seen Mario.
I think it was just getting.
Unless they do have 2 Marios, which I don't even know if they can do that.
All right, I'm asking it again. Let's see what it tells me. It's not gonna be that either. I don't think.
Probably not gonna be Link either. We have a Link of our own. That was.
It has done a good job of guessing people who have already been here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right, it said Pikachu, and that was incorrect.
It's going to be Sora from Kingdom Hearts. Gavin got his cap sideways, jamming out once again, getting into this last match. Got a SD once for that stock that he's out. Going to get prepared for the lag, going to do a taunt, and he is right into it, launching his gyro right into Sora here. Got some kind of music going on in the background, all light and sunny, in stark contrast to the scenery here in Final Destination. We're going to see Sora throw out some fire, lightning, and thunder. No, blizzard. One of our JV members does play Sora. I believe it is Leafy.
Yeah, Sora, another DLC character that's definitely not broken, because the DLC characters aren't broken at all.
Definitely not.
But I wonder if they chose Final Destination as this could be the final destination for this first crew battle. I think that might have been the thought process, though. LCU probably is not thinking the same way as we are here in the production room, unfortunately. And yeah, there's another counter. We've seen a lot of counters here going against Worm Hero, as he is going to be recovering super low right there.
Nothing beats Rob recovery. He can just pop right out from underground.
Yeah, and something we saw in the last one, and I don't know, hopefully we see it again, but it was a strong start from the Blinn player, and after Worm Hero kind of learned their tendencies, figured out what you were wanting to do, Good job using it against you, and we'll see if he's able to do the same thing here, as if he does want to end it himself, as he was floating a little bit too close to the sun right there.
Much like Icarus, Kid Icarus, you could say. Little Pit in this game, he flew too close to the sun and was just poked right into it from Sora here as he launches Sora right back where he sent him. Return to sender on that little man.
Yeah, very big right there from Worm as he was able to take that stock. Blinn is now down to only 2 stocks remaining. LCU, a healthy 7 stocks left here in this NACE match. We'll see if Blinn's able to get anything going here, or if Worm Hero is going to be the one to finish it off. It's both players around that 80 to 90% mark. Another counter, go figure. Side B right there, gonna do a lot. Big laser gonna hit, not gonna hit gyro though, and Sora's recovery is very, very good. Is able to make it back onto the stage.
Let's see if he can just clean up one more stock from Sora. Even though we already have a 5-stock lead, you can never have too much of a lead.
See if he's able to. Usually he likes to finish these stocks off in some sort of a grab. He can finish stocks in many different ways, let me say, such as that right there. Doesn't quite finish it. And there it is, another counter. Favorite thing in the game. Counters are very, very fun.
We got the in-game crowd cheering for Sora there.
Got the home field advantage a little bit. What was that?
Gavin's percentage is astronomical, all the way up at 170 right now.
Yeah, he's got maximum range. Good job right there. Attacked off the stage and will get taken out by Sora. Sora was at 143%. Not quite able to finish it off was Worm. We're going to take a quick break with him here on LCU Esports, and we will be back with the last 2 stocks from Blinn in the next.
Oh, yeah. Student discounts. More. Oh. Coming right back into it, we see Ye coming in here with his secondary character, Samus Aran.
Yeah, somebody we don't see often is the Samus. I'm excited. I didn't even know he played Samus until I think he pulled it out last week.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch.
It is. We are one whole person up ahead, so it makes sense to see him kind of cutting back using a character that maybe he's not as confident with, but still able to get a fall out of Sora there. Trying to follow him off stage, just couldn't quite get back like Samus can. As we see Blinn down to their very last stock here. Let's see what the Sora can do about that.
Both at 25% right now. LCU with the 5 stock advantage. Just absolutely clicking right now. Doing everything correctly as the Captain Ye has stepped in here. That is going to do a lot of damage when you get hit by that thing at full charge. Definitely not what you're looking for if you are Blinn. The Sora now at 90%. Doing a good job with that rocket. Baiting out the shield. And immediately hitting him with the neutral B. 120% now. Got to think EA is getting pretty close to finishing this thing here.
One more big combo. We'll probably get Sora here as we get Ye. Oh, Captain, my Captain, up against the cut. There you
Up
have
throw.
it, folks.
Wow.
Splattering Sora against the screen as we take that first round.
Got the grab, pummeled, up throw, and just took the stock. Beautiful stuff right there from the Captain. Yay. Doing a good job getting this thing going. First crew battle will go the way of LCU. We're going to take another break as they are going to switch out players, get set back. 12 stocks apiece for both teams. Stay tuned here on LCU Esports.
Welcome back as we get into round 2 here. We just got news that the Plus team did unfortunately lose that last set, losing to Texas Wesleyan. They did end up winning, but that's all right. We love to hear them in the chat as we get into game 2 with our premier team as we see Trey playing Link once again up against K-Rool once more. deja vu as we are back in the Pokemon Stadium 2.
Yeah, back at it again. 12 stocks apiece. Everything is reset. And it is the same matchup we saw in the first one. It's going to be Hansuke going up against Trey. Totally joking. It's not actually Hansuke for anybody. But Trey looking to get off to a very good start here. Has had lots of moments in the first one where he could have taken a big lead. Did take the lead for LCU. We'll see if he can take this lead and make it even bigger than last time. As yeah, I know Trey would love to get a 12 stock in here for sure.
Absolutely, and we have seen 12 stocks out of. I know Spritzy and Worm Hero in the past. Have we had anyone else get a 12
They
stock?
have been the only two to ever do it. As we actually didn't have any 12 stocks last year. This is the two that we've had this year. I guess maybe three. I can't remember. I think Tiki might have done it twice.
Yeah.
Those are the first ones we've ever had. As I believe that Cannonball just sent his bomb flying. That was kind of cool. I've never seen that interaction before. But it is all Trey right now. Is he still at 20%?
He's doing very well up against this K rule. This is why they call him the Trey Train. He's building up that momentum. After facing this same K rule earlier, he is just making the moves, putting in the work.
You know what they say? The Trey Train stops for nobody.
That is right, Landon.
And he keeps rolling along here. He's got him. I was about to say
another one off
104%,
the
but he's got him to
K-roll.
one stock. Only at 53% himself. He is going to try get a 3 stock here in the first one and open up a very big lead for LCU.
That would be intense to see him make it out of here with all 3 of his stocks left intact.
And right now, this K rule at 71%. He is a heavy guy, so he can take a lot of a beating. But can't take much more before he starts getting into position where you've got to see...
Ooh, almost enough to launch that K rule off to stage right. Just able to make it back on, playing chicken with the bomb on the lens, sending him off into the corner. Trey securing a 3-stock lead on Blinn, knocking out that K rule. The Trey Train just blows past.
All right, I've got a question for everybody in the chat. We have our Twitch emotes, so you guys see them. We've been using them. What emote do you think is used the most that we have? Which emote do y'all think is used the most? I'm interested to see if it's as black and white. It is astounding how many more times this emote is used than all of the rest of them. It's not even slightly close.
It's what?
Yeah,
5, 10 times more?
They're all on it right now. Yeah, like I think I can't even remember. I don't want to say it incorrectly. I think that emote's been used like 1,500 times or something like that, and the next closest is like 300 or 400.
Yes. LCU Esports Hypers emoji, most popular by far. I was in the room when Coach looked at it earlier this week, and it was astounding how much people use that. But can you guess what the second place emoji is? Let's see if they can pop it into the chat here as we are reviewing stages and swapping between... Well, I guess the opponent is swapping between characters here.
I don't know what we're going to see next. Let's see what... Yeah,
they are getting it right.
They are on it.
The animated laughing, Shap. That is right.
Let's see what ChatGPT... Give me a care.
Let's see what they think's up next.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Maybe we can just ask out of the 4 who they think we're going to see next. Ooh. So we saw Mario.
We said
Samus.
Mario,
that is somebody that
Sephiroth,
we have. Let's see. Pick Mario. Sephiroth.
Sora. We saw Sora.
Sora. I guess those are only 3. Or Sora.
Yeah.
Can't make sure I don't want your...
We don't want pros and cons. We want you to pick.
I want you to tell me.
We're moving into the game here. It looks like it's going to be none of the above as we see Zelda from the very legend of the game that Link is from. A matchup as old as time as we see the classic Link versus Zelda. Not something you see in the games, but in the world of Super. Whoa! Even in the first 13 seconds, Trey is getting a stock off of Princess Zelda here. Excuse me, Princess. Knocking her down into the ground and even further as Trey Train is just building up the damage on Zelda here. We're going to see some intense. Oh my goodness, the inertia, that's not the word, but I'm using it, from Trey here is insane.
The momentum, if you will.
That's the one.
Trey is just dominating right now. As he nearly has his second stock off of the Zelda right now, off of Blinn Gamer.
There it is.
F Smash gonna take it.
Wow, we really might see tonight a Trey Train 12 stock, entering into the history books possibly as the third person this year to get a 12 stock.
Got in the chat, isn't Link supposed to save Zelda? This is some weird saving we've got going on. I do concur. This is very interesting saving, but maybe he's saving them from having to play more Smash Bros tonight. I think that might be what's going on here.
Destroying the buildup of that Royal Knight here. He's already got some intense launch percentage on Legend of Zelda here. Gonna see if he can take her out. Bomb boomerang combo. We're gonna see what he's got to do here. Almost getting launched off stage there by Princess Zelda.
And I know we want to see the 12 stock from Trey so bad. This is a really important couple of moments.
There it is, woo! Ladies and gentlemen of the chat. Trey Train blowing through, not losing a single stock, knocking out Blinn 1, Blinn 2. We're seeing Gone with the Cyan, K. Rool, Hansuke no longer in the stadium. We're seeing Bye with Princess Zelda, not protecting but offending. As we see Link, our Trey, blasting through Blinn. We're going to see him go into the third character. Let's see what y'all think we're going to see.
If we can get some chugga-chuggas in the chat for the Trey Train, getting ready, leaving the station. It's well on the tracks right now.
Going to see some chugga-chuggas, want to see some choo-choos. Let's get the Trey Train rolling.
Let's see. Give me a character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Let's see what it thinks. All right.
Mario from Val.
Here is what ChatGPT says. I said, give me a character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. ChatGPT says, certainly. Another character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong is a heavyweight fighter known for his strength and powerful punches. He can use various grabs and throws to control the battlefield, making him a solid choice for players who enjoy brawling. Don't think we're going to see Donkey Kong.
But I tell you who I think we're going to see.
Tell us who you think we're going to see.
Now, I think we're going to see. We just saw Zelda. So I think we're going to keep up that trend of more characters from the Legend of Zelda series. I think we're going to see the main antagonist, Ganondorf.
Ganondorf. I didn't even know you liked Ganondorf.
Call me crazy. I know this is out of the blue for me. Out of the blue. You would never guess that I would ever think about Ganondorf, but I think maybe we're going to see him.
Well, they brought in somebody that Link was supposed to save, so might as well go on the opposite side of the spectrum and bring in Ganondorf.
Might as well, because maybe if you bring in somebody who is canonically pretty good at hurting Link, we might see it actually happen here.
Wouldn't that be cool if that was like a feature in the game that like the antagonist had a buff against certain people, and it would be cool. It would make the game a lot of bit unbalanced, but it would be kind of cool, definitely. Maybe in certain game modes.
But like what Val is saying, we might see a different Link, Toon Link, Young Link.
We might even see normal Link.
Maybe
I wouldn't.
Link
I'm
versus
not going to put it past them.
Because if it is Link versus Link, we'll find out who's the weakest Link.
All right, that's going to do it for us here at LCU Esports. That was rough.
You know, I always have to pull the dad joke out of my pocket.
Yes. We're waiting. I'll give it to you. We're still waiting. So dad jokes are okay. They are acceptable.
Looks like they're ready to fight, but not quite launching. There we go into the match as we see another character we've not seen yet. Byleth from the Fire Emblem series. This is the player character. I forget from which game, but one of them.
Would you look at there? It's another DLC character we've got stepping into it right now.
It's another sword fighter from Fire Emblem. You sure have a lot of those.
My goodness, dude. There's been a lot of DLC characters, and Trey, obviously very locked in. Gonna try and go for the 12 stock. We don't want to jinx him or anything, but he is doing a good job getting there so far. But with a fun character like Byleth, things can change pretty quickly.
That is right, and we're seeing this Byleth already get some pretty good percentage on Trey here. But you know Trey, he's just building up his momentum.
Had to stop and let the people off at the last stop. So he's picking up the speed again, you know, getting things going after taking a quick pit stop.
The word is that Byleth is from Fire Emblem 3 Houses.
Yeah, and it is a very, very strong character.
Very.
Has a bow, sort of like Link does. But I if I'm not mistaken, I believe Byleth's bow is a little bit scarier.
Yes. Byleth also having a variety of melee implements, going from a sword that appears to pop out into chains almost, as well as that pole arm.
And all of it does lots and lots of damage.
That is right.
Also, somebody that Hansuke played was Byleth, so
That is true.
Trey has now played Hansuke twice here in this second crew battle.
May we have just a moment of silence to mourn Trey's very first stock.
Appreciate that, everybody. Thank you. Oh,
Yes.
there's stock number 2. We have to do
Number
it again.
2.
Okay, that's a good moment of silence
Yes.
for stock number
Yes.
2 as well.
Yes.
Is his 12 stock quest just went from easy mode to expert pretty quickly. Still not impossible, but
Officially entered hard mode. Much like Minecraft, he's got this one last chance to do it.
Speaking of Minecraft, I'm kidding.
Another DLC character. This one not allowed. Goodness.
This DLC character also not broken. Let me tell you a little bit about Steve.
There's
I
some combos that
kid.
you can do with Steve.
I kid. Now at 86% is this Byleth. Trey, like we said, he's definitely not out of things here. Still has the possibility to come out with a 12 stock. He's going to have to play it near perfectly, though, after dropping his second stock pretty quickly. He's threatening the second stock and wants to get working on this third one as fast as possible.
Yes, he is.
As there is a Minecraft Steve looking at me in the comments now. It's kind of creepy. He's just staring. Anyway, back to the game at hand.
Train building up the momentum, getting Byleth pretty high up in terms of damage-wise. Almost got launched into the corner there. Not quite enough momentum to reach it, but he will continue to fight on. Hopefully we can see him either take off a second or third stock from Byleth here. Although by no means is that to say that we do not already have a significant lead as he knocks another stock off of Byleth. Let's see if he can do it up 124%. It will be a hefty uphill battle. But
Byleth trying to end it right there with an F smash. Good shield right there from Trey, though. Not gonna stand for any of that. He will take a little bit of damage, get knocked up into the air. Another F smash, not quite gonna hit. Spot dodge, did it a little bit too soon. And this is a real thing. Once you have a lead like this, they're at 131%. And then your damage starts to tick up a little bit. You get a little bit nervous. You start trying to make some plays that you might not normally make. And that might be where Trey is able to sneak himself back into this one, as he's at 144%, approaching the max rage. Oh. Tried to bait that out. Will take.
There goes
that
the
was forward
12
air.
stock dream. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. He'll build up another head of steam.
Still an incredible showing, though, from Trey as he was able to take 8 stocks away from Blinn. They only hold on to 4 more left. We're going to take one more break. It'll be the last one we take here on LCU Esports, and we will be back.
Yep.
All righty, we are back at it again. It is unfortunately not the worm, but fortunately it is Yay, and we are going to see some more Samus gameplay. And Samus gameplay that was incredibly dominant the first time we saw it a little bit ago, and looking to be just as dominant here in this one. Only has to get 1 stock away from this Byleth.
And not quite playing the little pink puffball that we all know and love, but instead a giant pink woman inside of a giant pink robotic suit. Forgive me.
Words are hard. It's
yes,
okay.
They are. Throwing out a lot of projectiles, massive plasma orbs, whips, you name it, she's got it.
And this Byleth gonna try and get things going here and get a quick stock taken. They do find themselves 5 stocks down, and they've got to get some of these back here starting pretty quickly if they want to avoid falling 2-0 to LCU. And only at 21% is this Byleth, doing a really good job getting things going for him at the moment. Actually has Yay all the way up to 86% right now, holding about a 60% lead, but does just take a bomb to the foot right there, a rocket, if you will. Rocket to the foot. And not quite sure what we just saw right there.
A little bit of a cat fight there.
Neither player wanted to give in, and that is going to be the stock taken, only at 44%. It is a tall task to 3 stock in this. Went for the spike right there. Would have been nasty if they were a little bit further off to the right and a little bit more damage, but as it were, Yay finds himself in another small deficit, only down 8% at the moment, practically even.
Gonna see if Scotty can pull off the last stock from Byleth here, taking us into their final player. Would be the ideal scenario here, but this Byleth is by no means not putting up a fight. Really pulling out all the stops.
Oh, and that plasma orb just bounced off into space.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I was really hoping that was going to hit, because it would have hit
That
like
would have been huge.
Would have hit like a train. Not like a Trey train, but like a train.
Yeah, a little train.
And apparently an arrow can stop a plasma orb, as you just saw right there.
You heard it here first, folks.
Welcome to Mythbusters Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Edition.
Yes. If you ever find yourself in the far-flung future and find a plasma orb barreling down at you.
Oh, back air gonna take that one. Swift kick to the face. We'll take that stock right there. Blinn is now down to 3 stocks remaining. So So welcome everybody into the stream. If you haven't been watching or you just joined, LCU finds themselves up 8-3 here in round number 2. LCU took the first one handily and hold a very big lead. 5 stocks to be exact here in the second one. Trying to close things out here in NACE, get another win under their belt, and stay undefeated on the season as they keep rolling themselves towards the postseason. This has been an incredible showing from the Super Smash Bros. Team, as we've grown accustomed to. We expected all of this. And if you didn't hear, again, the NACE Plus team did unfortunately drop their match in the third set, but fought very hard, got to that third set, competed well, and we'll see them, I believe, next week, or maybe in 2 weeks. I don't remember how it works with fall break and everything, but we will see them again in the future back on the stream. And I appreciate everybody who is in the chat right now. I can't, for some reason, see how many people we have in here.
Speaking of chat, get in there and tell us what you think Blinn is going to throw out for their last player.
Oh, yeah, we've got to ask ChatGPT.
Let's.
Give me a character.
Now, I'm no ChatGPT.
Bros Ultimate.
But I tell you what I think.
What do you think?
I think Ganondorf.
I think it's going to be Fox.
Ooh, and that is correct.
Wow, it is Fox.
As we see Fox coming in, ChatGPT did not agree.
ChatGPT has been nailing the characters that we play, as it has guessed Kirby. It's guessed Samus, who we actually do have out there. Guessed Link. It's done a good job sniping the characters that we play, but not the characters that they play.
Not at all. As we see Scotty opening very strong, getting 39 points of damage against the Fox before even getting hit at all. Hoping to see a quick and clean 3 stocks out of Scotty here as we hopefully close the blinds on this game of Smash Bros. tonight.
Yes, we got the captain for LCU stepping in right now. Yay, doing a good job here early, as this Fox did get himself back in after falling pretty far behind earlier, but Yay has taken the lead back in terms of percentage anyway. And Fox is a good pick, as can reflect projectiles pretty well. And Samus, a character that really loves her projectiles, but doesn't need them. Yay says, I'm just going to go straight in.
Throwing Fox off the right side of the screen, moving it to even footing between Scotty and this last Blinn player here. Excited to see what we can see, as he is just bringing the Fox right back percentage-wise to roundabout where he is. Just eating up that lead that Fox built up, and we're probably going to see another stock off of this Fox getting up to the real hurty percentages here. Forgive the not quite technical wording, but we'll call it the hurty percentages. We're going to see him thrown back off the left side of the stage, taking him off stage into a more weak position all the way over to the right side of the screen. Going to just barely make it back with his fire. Not PK, but fire.
Thank goodness it's not PK fire. That is the worst. Oh my goodness. It's the worst sounding. It's the worst to get out of. It's just a horrible move all around. Never want to hear the PK fire. It's just the worst. Oh my goodness, gives me nightmares. Beautiful stuff right there from Ye, though. We are now at 1 stock apiece. He's gonna try and finish this thing out. Get LCU in the win column again. They have yet to see the other side, but yeah, I think he just did not quite grab ledge and fell off the side. And
all intentional for the setup.
I'm trying to watch the replay and see what I see. Yeah, just didn't grab the ledge. That was really unfortunate. But it's how it goes sometimes. And gonna have to see somebody else for LCU step in. There's only one player that we haven't seen yet for LCU. I'm not sure who we're gonna decide to put in. Do have a plethora of options. Psych, it is going to be Coach Hackett stepping in. It is going to be him on Olimar. Surprise, Hadn't we were waiting to the end of the stream to bring that up, and it is going to be Coach Hackett stepping in. Olimar going to clean it up. I know it's a surprise to everybody in the chat, but he is going to.
Like they're actually playing rock paper scissors to see who's up.
And round one went to somebody.
Victor, not best out of 3.
Oh,
just
wow.
Best of 1.
The pressure was on for real.
Yes, it was. It's a secret.
Very, very impressive stuff from the winner right there. That was a valiant effort in the game that we call rock and paper and or scissors.
Yes, or as they call it across the pond in the, I don't know why it's so great, but the Great Britain, stone linen shears.
Oh.
It's a blast from the past. I did that with a buddy in high school. We made this whole big thing out of it. Stone, linen, shears, slash. Not shoot, because they don't have guns over there.
The winner ended up picking linen and was able to take the win. So
linen carries the victory over stone.
Yeah, because I mean, usually, like if I was ever in like a rock slide or something like that, or a big rock was thrown at me, I would hope that I had a piece of paper around me, because that is clearly the only way to escape.
The unquestionably best defense.
Yeah, obviously it's not even close.
Getting right into the possibly the last match of the night. We are coming in with Spritzy. Our main man playing his little Toon Link.
If I'm not mistaken, Spritzy is coming off of a win at a tournament in Midland that the whole LCU, the premier team went to, and Spritzy won the whole thing, beating a lot of really good players there. So big shout out to him, as that was pretty cool. And we're gonna see if he can finish this thing off. Already has him at 78%. Hasn't taken any damage himself, and that's going to do it.
Is, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what they're going to do in the room. Any celebrations? They're just excited to be there.
Yeah, that was absolute domination, getting that going. Didn't take a single tick of damage. Was at 0.0 when that thing ended.
Just picked up that fox and threw him off.
Yeah, that was pretty. It's pretty incredible.
That was pretty big coming out of Spritzy there. But there you have it, guys.
Yeah, we appreciate all of y'all being here tonight. Massive shout out to Val Running Production. Does an incredible job, as always, making sure the stream looks good for you guys, making sure the two babbling heads up here look good and sound good. So we really appreciate Val.
Yes.
And so make sure and drop some thank yous in the chat for Val. Then shout out to the team. They competed. They dominated. Really wasn't close at all. So good stuff to the team. Asa, appreciate you being in here.
Absolutely.
Chatting with us. Enlightening us with what was it? Linen,
stone linen shears.
Stone linen shears. If you guys ever want to play some stone linen shears,
looks like
make sure and find this guy right here.
Worm Hero is. I'm staring at him in the room cam. Looks like he's very upset that he didn't get to do his victory dance.
But yes, we appreciate everybody, especially all of y'all who took time out of y'all's Thursdays to join us here on LCU Esports. Glad we got the win, and we will see you guys next week with some more. That'll do it for us here tonight on the campus of Lubbock Christian University. You guys stay safe, and we will see you in the next one.